See if this one works. See if this one works. See if this one works. Okay. So I apologize to anybody. I know at least one person. I apologized for them going on StreamYard and then going back to. I deleted this like 3 times before I got this right. There's 2 reasons for that. Anyway, let me wait just a minute. Get a few more people in here. Strip it. I'm looking for your comment. By the way, this has to do. I can't. Oh shit! I can't even right now. Damn it. Hold on. Shoot. Okay. Let me wait before I read this. Boats and Hose, it's up. I found you. Yeah, I know. You had to go. I canceled 3 times on you, Stupid. So I know. First I went to StreamYard, then I told you to go there. Then I went there and I had the camera was off and I had something else. There's 2 things. So I had to do that. Gene Bro, actor. Okay, all right. Anyway. Stupid. Okay, so give me just a second here. Let me see something. Let me see. If I do this, can everybody hear me? If I do this. Yes. So I'm not on this microphone. Damn it. So I'm not on this microphone. Damn it. All right, so there goes that. Oh, I know what to do. All right, so there goes that. Oh, I know what to do. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, hold on one second. What about now? Okay, hold on. What about now? All right, forget it. Damn it, I can't. That means I can't go look at the phone call that I wanted. Shit. Yeah. Be prepared, Robert. Be prepared. Okay. So here's the deal. There's not too many in here, but I don't care. I'm not staying on too long. I got a message earlier from an inmate at FCI Hazelton that said, been locked down, maybe out tomorrow, just for showers today. Okay. Rob, they ran down in here with M40 submachine guns in the cell blocks, 9mm pistols, and could have killed people. A report of a gun from what we gathered from an inmate source. They were asking questions. Never seen that in all my years. This is ridiculous. These douchebags are not cut from the cloth of the old cons. So I've actually been in an institution when they found live ammunition. It was at Butner FCI too. And really, I believe that a prison guard put that in there for some overtime reasons. The rumor was that there could have been a zip gun and this and that. I forgot how many bullets, 22s were found or whatever. But this is saying, and I believe, so the machine guns and the 9mm pistols, I mean, I don't know why he would lie about it. And this person absolutely knows guns. So we'll see what he has to say. Yeah. So, and some of you guys know who I'm talking about. I just don't want to put his name in the same context as this right now because I've talked about him and he's been on the show, but I don't want to anyway. But okay, so they've been locked down. I know because I was supposed to do some interviews with them a few days ago. Actually, it's probably been like 4 days now. So running in the cell blocks, let's just say that they have live ammo. Let's say that the guns aren't pepper or aren't rubber bullets and all that stuff. I don't know if you guys have had that done to you before. I've been in SORT team operations when they did shoot people, but with rubber bullets or with percussion grenades. So I don't know if the machine guns he's referring to are those, and I have a feeling it is, but we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough, unless they diesel therapy his ass. We'll see. Anyway, so let me just, that's, what is this? Message redacted. Okay. By the way, man, I played around with somebody today. Sent him like 16 messages to this idiot because I was bored I had something to do. I should say that I had a couple hours of free time. What is this? Okay. And so this is what I did. I sat there playing with this person, going back and forth. This guy thinks he's some kind of intellectual giant, and then they try to get me. They try to go me. This is, of course, this is people that are responding, the negative comment people, the haters, okay? People say, Robert, why do you mess with haters, Depends on me which one wakes up that day. Today I woke up, answered all the messages. I've got them on alerts to respond a lot of times. And because I'm supposed to, says YouTube instruction people. And so then I just kind of spend too much time on one person. And then I realized it is probably somebody else, but this is the same thing. They try to come in playing intellectual giant. They go back and forth, and it's always the same thing. I'm a junkie. I'm high. I screwed up my marriage. So-and-so is with my wife. It's the same idiotic moron. There's nothing they can do. And this guy said he was in a level 6, man. And I actually think that he took it down because I wanted to really clown his ass for saying he was in a level 6. There's no such thing. A level 6. But that's just being petty. And I'm in a petty mood, so that's why I was gonna go ahead and read it. And he did take it down. Son of a, where are you, you fool? All right, I knew he would do it. I knew it, but whatever. There was a couple things I wanted to read that was really entertaining. That's what I'm trying to do to you guys right now. Entertain, I guess. Any questions you guys want to answer? I want to say a few things about Trump because I've been watching the Trump Epstein thing. What a mistake. What a mistake this all is. What I can't believe that this administration was so ill prepared for this. And I think that if they had dirt on Trump with Epstein, it would have definitely been brought up during the election cycle. They would have tried to throw it out there. Was Trump probably partying with Epstein? Yes, I do believe he probably was. Absolutely. I think a lot of people were. Do they have many compromising positions with underage girls? I don't think so. They would have used it. Is he trying to protect, or is this administration or somebody, forces bigger than him even, trying to protect people from being exposed? Yes. Is it making the conservatives and the mega brand look like fools? Yes. How do Trumpers feel about it? I'm not a Trumper per se. I like him. I'm glad he signed the First Step Act. But what do people think about that? There's nothing to see here now. Shut up and go away. We're moving on. I don't think that flies. Sadly, the whole Epstein thing won't change the way we live, won't change the cost of groceries, won't change gas, won't change oil, won't change all that. But we are a celebrity culture. We are an entertainment culture. And we need answers to stuff like that, which is totally irrelevant in our lives. But when you go all in like that and you promise your supporters, donors, and everything, you have some explaining to do. You can't just say, go away now. The first time I've ever seen a bad White House press briefing was today. She looked like an idiot. I don't care what anybody says. She looked foolish on many levels, on different things. I don't think it's going to go away. I'd be surprised if it does. I think the whole Epstein thing, to be honest, I think that there's so many powerful people that were involved in that The reason that the conservative MAGA base went after it is because they didn't have, or they didn't realize they had anybody that was really going to affect. So I think more of the Democrats or the liberal elite, so to speak, had more to lose by that coming out. And I think that there's probably a bunch of bogus reports by the former administration in the Epstein files. However, you can't do what they're doing now and just say go away and shut up. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just believe that. Great show. Okay, Beantown, what's up, Rob? You need another guy on your show. I'm your guy at Beantown. Maybe it's sometime, bro. I'm not going to do it right now for sure. Nothing against you, like, so don't take it wrong. I do have. Look, I got caught up doing nothing earlier, basically. Let's just say that, and I have things to do in a little while. So it's not like tonight that would happen. More people on the show, yeah, at some point. Little Nick, what's up? Oh yeah, no problem. I'll answer you, bro. Yeah, it's just so right now, like I said, first of all, I got frustrated because I did 3 takes, started, stop. But well, I know what it is. I woke up crankier than fuck, and I don't need methamphetamine cranky. So for like 2 days, I slept like 4 hours one night. Last night, I was about falling asleep when I was doing this shit. And man, it is. Let me tell you something. It's really muggy down here, like the weather. And I haven't even checked it. My central heating and air, I got one of the big units outside. It's about 20 years old or whatever. It doesn't work right now. It could just be the little pad in front. Could be something that simple. But I've been cool with it because I basically stay in 2 rooms for energy purposes, money, financial purposes. This little thing on I got like, I don't think it's technically a swamp cooler. I think you have to put water in those. Whatever, it's an old air conditioning unit. It's perfect for here. Well, I've also got a ceiling vent. You turn it on, it goes like the old ones. That thing is fabulous. I've had this house for how many years now, and I never really used that, but it actually sucks stuff from outside and it kind of makes it cooler. It's awesome. But sleeping, and then I slept late in the afternoon. Oh my God, it was so miserable because I slept too long, and I woke up just drenched, miserable, and then I got stuck and I answered a bunch of emails that I hadn't responded to, a bunch of text messages. Then I got started on YouTube stuff. Then I went back and forth with one idiot on YouTube for way too long. And apparently he's deleted them. There's like 15 messages, and I was going to have a little bit of entertainment and read them. And I don't know what happened to them. We'll have to find out. Anyway, love your show. And from Boston, not like these other dudes. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Let's see what else. Anything else? Yeah, so I just wanted to say that about the Trump Epstein stuff. I think it's crazy. I don't know what anybody expected. Where's Dan Bongino now? I haven't heard anything from him. Then again, I could have missed it. But just I think it's nuts. One thing I keep seeing over and over again, and this is off topic. This is about prisons in general. COVID destroyed prisons in America, maybe all over the world, maybe other places too. COVID, George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, defund the police, all of it together, and the end of the Iraq and the end of the wars, Afghanistan and Iraq, the end of the wars. George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, defund the police, and COVID, I think in that order, okay, have just destroyed the prison systems. Now, first of all, because we used to have an endless supply of prison guards coming out of the military, that has dried up for now. Then you had the defund the police and the George Floyd, and you had a bunch of people ashamed, didn't want to be officers or were afraid to be officers. That is correctional officers and street officers, cops. So you have lack of staffing. You've now got the inmate sheeple, the inmate population, the sheep, used to going in the cells and being locked down. You couldn't have got away with that before. Also, K2, synthetic marijuana in the prison system. because of COVID, that has allowed administrations, if one guy's having a epi on K2, they can lock down the whole block, just like they locked down on COVID, and the sheep will buy it. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's what's going on over and over again in prisons across the United States. COVID was it was almost like a test, and no, I don't believe it was actual conspiracy theory to test the prison systems I'm talking about. I don't believe it was done intentionally to see if they can get away with locking people down, but boy, it sure did work. Boy, they sure did figure out that inmates will bend in a heartbeat, that they're not going to buck, that if you give them sack lunches and take away their, and maybe even threaten the dope, that's another way that they control populations with dope. They can just start making it a little harder for drugs to get in. Because really, when it comes to the war on drugs, it's been lost. But it's it's not the anti-war on drugs. Well, people, especially in smaller areas, it's easier to get high in prison than it is in small towns. Prisons across the United States, in a lot of cases, just absolutely flooded with drugs, and that's one of the way they use to keep people. That's a good way they use politics, put prisoners against each other as a drug trade. That's the way that they have power structures in prison to the drug trade, and that's the way they keep people tame through the drug trade, you know. And if they buck and they don't want to lock down, that's more of my story. They can just start kind of messing with the drug scene. You know, it is what it is. I got you later. I'll show. I have 900 plus pages from the Epstein file. Beantown, are you being serious? I mean, so you got this offline, obviously, right? But you can send me a couple. You don't have to send 900. Send me a couple to RJROSSO. So RJRosso1969@gmail.com. That's, or you can look at my old live yesterday, and it runs across the bottom, I think. RJRosso1969@gmail.com. You can send me a couple. Sure. I didn't really want to get all off into the Epstein stuff today. It's just something that came up because this is what's fresh on my mind, because today I have watched a bunch of crime bullshit again. Some TMZ junk, some news, and it's a lot of it's, even if it's doesn't matter which news source, it's about the Trump debacle with the Epstein stuff. I see Pam Bondi's going to Alcatraz. They want to redo Alcatraz. How do I feel about that? You know, I'll tell you the truth, man. I would have loved to have been on Alcatraz as a prisoner. Loved it. I've been there. I've been there on a tourist thing. Damn, I got chiggers right now on my feet. I mean, on my legs. That's what it really is, ticks and chiggers. But chiggers, I don't know if you guys know, it's like mites. But I got them. Anyway, I must. I would have loved it. I would have loved it. Yes, I would have. Being in the Bay like that, although the way that they set up the yard, according to the tour, that the yard was built so that the wind is captured okay. So Alcatraz is in the middle of the bay. The bay is really windy. The way that they set up the walls is that it catches the wind, so it's very uncomfortable for the inmates to be out in the yard. That's what they said. It was like a design, like an intentional design. You guys can probably look it up, and maybe that would debunk it or confirm what I just said. But the guard absolutely did say that. They also said that they gave them warm water. I remember that, to keep them from getting used to cold water. Lukewarm water was like common, I think is what it was, not cold, which makes sense. But Alcatraz, yeah, it'd have been a kind of cool place to do time, such as Leavenworth, such as Lewisburg, some of the older joints. Do I think that they should reopen it? It just seems kind of like a waste. It seems like a waste, you know? So I think it's almost a little stupid. I don't know. I mean, it's a tourist destination now. Maybe one day San Francisco will get better again. Who knows? Probably not. California's going to fall. California everyone's going to communism, whatever. And really, if they don't get that prison built, like let's say that they're actually going to redo it, right? They don't get it done by the next administration, somebody's going to stop it, probably, although I'm not really sure that we'll have a Democratic administration next. Who knows? Anyway, let's see. Yeah, 1969. rjrosso1969@gmail.com. There you go. Yeah, and just a couple, and then I'll see, and I can shoot back to you, whatever. Okay. All right, bro. Let's see. Let me see real quick. What else? I got you. I want to see something. Watch. How do I do this? Oh, I got it. You sending like all of them, did you? Okay, hold on, you guys, real quick. Huh. Okay, I'll check them out. So what do you think? The future looks very bleak. Yeah, Beantown. So what's your takeaway? Did you read these? What's your takeaway from them, if you don't mind? Let's see, Justin. The future looks very bleak. Again, Michael Watson, what's up, bro? He said, "What's up, Wood?" Little Nick, what's up? Okay, hold on. Let me see this. Let me make sure I got you guys. Stop. Skip it. It's cool. Mess with that. It's cool. Get your stuff ready. Great show. What's up? Send me a link. I love your show in City from Boston. Right on 900+. Okay. Yes. That's my email. Okay. Meantime, my family owns a newspaper in Boston, so we can. Okay. Really? Wow. Let me know. Okay. I got you. Okay. Yeah, maybe I want to. Yeah. Okay. Give me a few, and I'll probably contact you for real. Wow, that's pretty neat. Assuming that you're legit, when it came from US, and I have no reason not to believe you. But dude, let me tell you guys. Wow, there's some people out there. YouTube is awesome because people make content creators, whatever. They watch, they don't, whatever. You get to say what you want. But man, there's some freaks. There's some straight up stalkers. There's some people, I mean, there's some, I got some haters because I obviously, cause shit. Okay. But it's like these people really have like watched me, but then they just talk all this crazy noise about it. It's like, dude, stop it. You're like my number one fanboy. You know what I mean? Really, I will send you my dirty underwear. Send me money, dirty underwear. So you can, whatever. I mean, there's some crazy people on here. And the one that got me the best was a guy that some of my friends talked to named Ghost. Ghost got me. You guys might see him in the chat room sometimes. He didn't like a story that I did about somebody that he knows, and he played friends with me like he was going to do something, bring me a car back in 2023. I didn't, and actually got my probation involved, and it was all bullshit. That was a good one. He got me on that just because he didn't like a story that I put out there about somebody that he knows. But that was good. That was a good one. But there's some crazy people on YouTube, man. There's some crazy people that watch and that respond. And this dude today, I don't know who's crazier, me responding to him or his comebacks that all said the same thing everybody else who's ever not liked me can say. Once a junkie, always a junkie, which, by the way, made me realize he was somebody that he's using a different handle because the way he said it, the same things. But they all come back the same, and it's just like, dude, I wish they can get something better. I wish I can find some more dirt on me to give them to them so they can at least come back with something unique. Then I probably should pay them no mind, right? That's what I've been told, and that's what I've said I was going to do forever. But as I keep saying, it is what it is. Let me know what you think. I will let you know what I think. Okay, it comes out once a week in 4 cities around Boston. It's not a newspaper. It's okay, cool. Right on, Beantown. Okay, all right. I appreciate you. Like I said, I'm assuming you're legit, because man, next thing I know, Beantown was really foosball. It was really what the other whack job. It was really this one. Jesus Christ, man, it's crazy. What else? Maxwell. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Oh, I was gonna get Eric on tonight. I called him earlier. Supposed to call me back to see how his first day out of prison was. Matter of fact, I'm going to do video, put that in a video form from last night. Last night, if you guys don't know, a dude that just got out of prison within hours, had a life sentence, called on my show, called him, we talked. I got to see if I'm going to put that in a video format. Matter of fact, I started it last night on CapCut or whatever, and I screwed it up. And I was way too tired. I had to go to bed. So, and then tonight, I'm going to the mountain. Going up in the mountain. So we'll see. It is 9:30. Yep. So what else? Let me see. That's about it. I've only been here 30 minutes. Well, I don't know what else to do per se. I just wanted to put it out there. For sure, FCI Hazelton has been locked down, and we're going to find out if they found firearms there. They did find a gun and a pound of meth, a gun and 2 pounds of meth, I think it was. Firearm at Leavenworth last year or a year. It was last year. So 2024, March, April, something like that. They found, a pound of meth and what was it? A pound of meth or 2 pounds of meth and a gun. And speaking of Leavenworth, one of my friends that's there hasn't called in a while. Yeah. Anyway, if you guys got any questions, tell me. Otherwise, I'm going to get off early. Probably fix this video that I was going to do last night. And I still got a couple hours, whatever. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What is this? Beantown. I appreciate you, Beantown. Okay. Lester Bat. Oh, Beantown, I got you. So you've been on here. Yeah, that's right. And you've actually sent a lot of. I just seen your messages and stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to look into that for sure. Families reporters, huh? Okay. Who you met from Boston? Well, the Shea brothers, Stevie Balsam, Richie Wayland, his dad. God, there's so many dudes from Boston. I mean, there's like a lot. Boston Billy, who's really from New Bedford. Donnie LaFawn, was Donnie from Boston, or was he from New Bedford too? His brother. Man, there was a kicker. Rich guy. Yeah, a bunch of them. Yeah, I know you have. Beantown. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm looking at this and I saw it and I pushed the button and said something about #1 fan and it just showed all your comments. I'm like, okay. Rich Gillis. Oh, there you go, Rob. Butchie Doe, C-Town. Butchie Doe, how many times was there attempted on his life? How many different times? Hey, Rob, by the way, we never talked. If you want to call tonight, I know your situation, what you told me before, but you should do it. Like, it's 9:30. I'm going to get off soon, till like 12 or 1, because I'm not, and then if you want to, because I did want to talk to you. What you put there, you know what I mean? Okay. Oh, you're from Chelsea. Okay. Hey, Rob, didn't you think it was strange that Donnie became a member of the Arms? Did you know Donnie very well? I was really, yeah, I was surprised. He had a bunch of his time in on that 30-year sentence. My bro Billy was really trying to pull him to get to be a dirty white boy, but I knew Donnie didn't. It just didn't seem like he had that gang thing in him. As neither did I, by the way. But then I found out he went to Kentucky, but his brother Phil had joined the Arms. That's really where I think it came from. But then he went and got himself a life sentence. It was a trip. Yeah. I didn't see that one. Across the river. Yeah. I don't know. Richie Gillis. I'm not sure if that's Rich Guy. I'm not really sure who that is, to be honest. Houlihan. Yes, been with Houlihan. You know anything about USP Lee? 7Q, meaning what? Do I have any current information on USP Lee? I was not at USP Lee. I've had a lot of friends that were USP Lee. But if that's what you mean, you know. So when I got into the feds, 1998, I was sentenced to, well, I went down in 97, 98. It's just when they started, I think, I want to say Coleman was one of the, no, actually it was like 95 was Colorado opened up. Then there was the Coleman, I remember guys going to in like 2001. Then all of a sudden you had Lee County, Big Sandy, and it was just like boom, boom, boom. All those new cookie cutter USP started popping up. I say cookie cutter because I believe, and I've been told that all those new prisons, I've never been in any of the new ones, that they're all designed the same. As a matter of fact, I knew a guy, what the hell was O'Brien out of California. He was a marijuana smuggler. What was his first name? He was at Victorville, USP, a unit, and then he got transferred to Coleman, and it was the same exact. He was in the same exact unit, the same exact cell, and he said you couldn't even tell the difference. Couldn't tell the difference whatsoever. You know. Okay. Joey and the Drone would be a good show. They based the Town movie on him. Done the. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Joey. Wow, I can't believe this. I got. Okay, he unalived one guy for a watch. Really? All right. I want to see something real quick, you guys. I can't shut you off, so I'm gonna try to. Let me just see if I can get him on here. Hold on. What are you doing? Okay. How's your first day? I'm on YouTube. Can I put you on YouTube? Can I put you on YouTube?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what happened on your first day.
Well, got kicked out of the Social Security office for talking on the phone. I didn't really get kicked out, but she started yelling at me over the loudspeaker. Get off the phone. You're not allowed to use the phone. Nowhere does it say you're not allowed to use the phone in there. It's not posted. This lady's yelling at me over the loudspeaker. You can only use the text message service in here. You're not allowed. Finally, I looked at her. Are you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? No, it's over the loudspeaker. And I looked up, and she's at the window yelling at me, pointing for me out the door, and so I just left.
Okay, so you didn't get nothing done at the Social Security office?
Because it's wasted about an hour and a half to 2 hours of my life.
Okay, what else did you do?
I got a birth certificate.
You did?
Yes.
That's
but that's kind of the messed up deal too. I got I went to the courthouse. Remember how when I was at the prison, I sent off for it. They sent it back, and well, the state said that they, I have a credit of $22 or something like that. So I said, all right. Well, I go down there to get my birth certificate at the courthouse, and they said, oh no, this is a county thing. That's a state thing. You'll have to pay $25 for us to do it, and they can just send you another birth certificate. I said, what do I need 2 birth certificates for? And well, I don't know, but if you want, you can either mail this off and wait the time to get your birth certificate, or you can pay the money right now. So my friend just paid the money, and I got birth certificate now, and they're going to mail it off since I get another one. I don't know. It's crazy.
So you got to get your Social Security card still too?
I already got my Social Security card.
Okay, they got that in prison. You got it today.
I got it in prison.
Okay, they did do that for you. They were supposed to do birth certificates too.
Yeah, well, I did know my father's name.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So, and guess what my father's name is?
What?
The same as mine.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is. Exact same name.
Really?
Yes. They said, oh, you're a junior. Well, what? Yeah, you must be a junior.
I thought you were going to say Tyrone White. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so it was crazy.
Okay.
So I got that, and then I called about my driver's license, and they made me do this thing on the phone. Well, I did it on a tablet. I'll find out tomorrow about the rest of it.
So when I went and got my driver's license, you have to take a driver's test and all this stuff, right? That's
yeah.
They want. Okay, so I went there. I had to go get a state ID first, and there was a big girl there, boy, and she liked me. My sister says he just got out of the prison. My sister said she looked like she was licking her lips, and I didn't have to take my driver's test. Long story short, and she just gave me my driver's stuff.
Here's my deal. How am I supposed to go take my driver's test without practicing driving?
Why do you want to ask logical questions?
So I guess I'm gonna this weekend try to talk Trina to let me drive around a little bit. He got a brand new Escalade out here.
Okay. All right. Well, so you're there for. Go ahead.
That's one thing, my homeboy, he gets up every morning, goes to work at 5:30 in the morning. He's doing good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing
that's awesome. That's awesome.
His wife, so if he even thought about faltering, his wife would fucking beat his ass.
Yeah.
But I mean, she came in here a minute ago and said, okay, so what do we need? What do you want to do tomorrow? What do we need to do tomorrow? I told you about my insulin, didn't I?
Yes.
How they sent me for
Yes.
syringes and a 50-pack of syringes, but no insulin and no Ozempic.
I wonder what kind of a scam that was.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's because somebody said that somebody wrote in the comment section that was probably legit. What you're saying, they probably did it on purpose because it's really expensive. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Ozempic's really expensive.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't understand why I didn't get. You know what I'm saying? It's my medication. They're supposed to send me a 3-month supply. Now, I'm supposed to get a 30-day supply when I walk out the door.
Right.
And they're mailing the rest of it to me. But they won't give me. They cut me off of the lyric after 30 days. It's not even a narcotic, so I don't understand. It's not like I was walking out the door with a bunch of Oxycontin or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've seen people walk out the door with 90-day supply of OxyContin where
They did in Suboxone.
the 90-day supply of fentanyl patches and
Yeah.
you know.
It's usually 3 months. It's usually, I'm sorry, it's usually 30 days. But yes, they do give.
I know my buddy that left, and I took his job as an orderly.
Yeah.
Most definitely said he got 90 days.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said it was like just the what do you call it, the OxyContin's like in those little pack. They're like yellow packages. He said it was like a roll of condoms when he rolled them.
Wow.
Because each one's like in a little plastic envelope type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
About the size of a condom.
Yeah. Usually the drivers. So you guys didn't have a driver yet. You had cop drivers, right, to the airport?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it made no sense. One was a lieutenant.
All right. Well, listen, I got to get off. I'll call you or you can call me later. I'm going to get off YouTube here in a second. I got something to do later. Bye. Okay, guys. I actually got to take that splice. There's people that want to know more about, like, hear that, like a guy that just did life sentence and then, yeah. Anyway, just talking to myself. Okay, you guys. Beantown, I will get a hold of you. Tomorrow, this weekend, so Friday. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Okay. I'm gone. I know you guys are talking. I hate to leave when you guys are going back and forth. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for showing up. Gotta go. Bye.